This week, on Tales from the Glass-Guarded World, our heroes continue exploring the orbiting tower of Mun the Immortal. They're joined by their new Eton friends, Tuck and Raphael Cruz, played by Dan and Sean from the House of Bob podcast. We also have the usual crew. Ashley as Terra Dane, the human fighter. Chris as Asta Fortuna, the half-elf rogue and bard. Jessica as Coral Petrichor, the Genasi druid. And Josh as Zartok, the tiefling wizard. We last saw our heroes exploring the tower and plundering Mun's treasure. Taking careful inventory to make sure that everything is intact. Perhaps we'll try some equivalent exchange, trading some of our things for some of Mun's, possibly without his knowledge. We'll see how we feel. Tara had just discovered a gleaming crown, and well, you can imagine how she feels about that.
And inside is a gleaming crown.
Dare takes that.
I see where this is going.
It's a gleaming crown, and the gems are inset in it. They seem to emanate light. They look like little stars.
Yeah,
Wow.
sorry, tiara of leadership. Tara puts the crown on her head.
All right, as you're taking off your tiara of leadership, it says, "A leader knows when it's time to do something new."
Oh, that's really sad.
How do I look?
Looks kind of extravagant.
Wow. That's a lot right there.
Delicious.
It looks good. You look good, Tara. But do you think that's Mun's? Shouldn't we have? Oh, this is what I was telling you about equivalent exchange. You give something back to take something.
Oh yeah, just put that leadership crown right in there.
I feel
And then
fond
close
for
it.
this one, though. I want to keep my leadership crown. Okay, hold on.
it
Is this
doesn't-
magical?
It's glowing.
I don't know.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah, I can check it in a couple of minutes.
You want to do a detect magic?
Yeah, sure. I guess so.
It's definitely magical. I can tell you the school if you give me a moment.
Hard knocks.
While they're distracted, Tuck takes the tiara and puts it on his head.
No, don't you dare.
It says, "Clearly you're in charge of this two-man outfit."
Wow, this thing's smart.
Let me try. And Raphael Cruz will try to take the crown off of Tuck's head and put it on his.
Or maybe you're in charge. You seem like the smart one, right? You're probably in charge of this place.
It's totally intelligent.
What did it say?
It said that, you're a swell person, Tuck.
Wow. It said you suck.
Well, I lied. To spare your feelings.
A good leader cares about the feelings of others.
I do. Oh, you're right.
Who are you talking to?
Just me.
Oh, this is gonna cause some major issues if he has someone else to talk to and I don't.
Tara, you're keeping this crown on your head?
No, it is a little extravagant. It's not quite her style. She's probably going to go back to tiara of leadership, but
Okay.
When Tara finds a crown, she wears the crown. Come on.
All right.
Tara, you can take both the crowns. Just put something in the box that you think they might want.
I put a copper in the box.
It doesn't have to be of equal.
Copper.
There's another crate that contains, you open it easily, it contains a fine white metallic powder that you're not sure what that is. But then there's one last crate, and when you examine it more closely, it looks like the other key crates that you've seen, but this one doesn't glow. And as you sort of feel around it, look around it, the voice again says, "This box can only be opened by one of his creations. And you'll need a red key and a green key too."
That's what you
Oh.
got.
I give my red key to Lumpin.
Okay. You give the red key to Lumpin. He holds out his appendage for the green key.
I give it.
All right. He opens the box, and inside is a purple key, 5 red keys, and 5 green keys. And there's a label on the inside of the crate that says backup keys.
Well, look, now you guys can go all over this tower when you want to.
That's great. Can I have one?
I don't care.
Of course.
Yeah, Lumpin will hand you a green key and a red key.
I'll take a green one, and you can have the red one.
Why don't we both take one of each? I don't trust you.
You have the same body.
Oh, right.
Things seem to disappear when I'm near Raphael.
They're not made of meat, so I think you're
I told
safe.
you that was the monsters.
So where to? What's the plan?
Tara would like to get her tiara back.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, Tuck rips it off of Raffi's head.
Ouch. That did
Alright.
1 damage.
I think we've had enough.
All right, you put the tiara back on your head.
Would anyone like to try the crown out?
I've had just about enough of crowns.
It says, "I think we all know who the real leader is here."
I feel like you changed sides really quickly, but I still appreciate you.
The other crown, are you doing anything with that?
I offered it to anyone who wants to wear it.
Did Zartok find out what magic school it was?
I couldn't find that. I couldn't find what magic school it is. Actually, I have an idea.
Super school.
I have an idea.
I can put it in my pouch. and
Zartok will
try to
identify it later. Maybe. He just feels guilty every time he does that because Paxton gave him such a hard time about using the pearls up.
Well, there is only so many, but a magical crown sounds like a good application.
Well, I can attune to it, and then you wouldn't have to identify it, and then we can just see what it does, and then anybody can have it after that.
I think the issue is we shouldn't just be putting on magic things all willy-nilly. We don't know what it does.
It's evocation.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it's a crown of blowing yourself up.
Could be.
Yeah, I'll check it out later.
I mean, I didn't blow myself up, though, so I think we're safe, and Tara hands it to Aster.
Yeah.
You can identify this later. I'll just
Yeah.
put it in my pouch.
It only blows up if you start singing. That's what it does.
Oh, you're a sly one, Zartok.
Yeah, let's go downstairs before we get ourselves killed in this
Okay.
room.
We need to get back to those purple rooms.
Okay, so back down to the floor below. Let's see. There's one floor left that you haven't really... Nope, that's not it. Hold on.
We see you, room 12.
Okay, yeah. So you need to go down the stairs. You head back down to the 3rd floor where those purple doors were. There's one to the north and one to the south.
North.
Always left.
Left. Okay, so you go up to that purple door. It swings open. The door to the stairwell opened when you approached it. But you swing open that door.
What is it?
Behind the spiral staircase is a rectangular room. The walls of this room, as you walk up to it and walk up to the door, the walls of the room are made of a totally different metal from the rest of the building. It's dull gray and it barely reflects light. The door is strange. It's set outside the metal wall rather than being embedded within it. A torch glows with a purple light just to the left of the door, and as you approach with your purple key, the door floats upward slowly, and you realize there is an inner door which has also floated upward. The door is just floating in midair above the opening in the wall. Inside is a dark leather chair on wheels, facing a machine. Both the machine and the chair rest on a shiny metal floor made of square plates. The machine's purpose is inscrutable. It has a central silvery metal box about 3 feet across, and then 2 metal pipes running off the left and right sides about 2 feet in diameter, and 2 similar-looking dark metal boxes at the ends of the tubes, each about 3 feet across. The device hums, and you can feel the vibration in your feet. Directly in front of the chair is a metal panel with images and symbols dancing and flashing on it.
This room gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What are the symbols?
Are these symbols recognizable? Like, can they be read?
Who can read Draconic?
Lumpin?
Lumpin can read Draconic. All right, well, he says, hold me close so I can see the screen.
I lift him up and put him
All
right
right.
next to it.
It says, charge critical, low power mode, connection status active.
Tara's just gonna back out of this room.
Okay.
Is there an off switch?
That doesn't seem good.
Lumpin says, I don't see anything that says off.
Okay, condition critical, battery low. Something about being active. Sounds like a bomb-ish thing, like an explosion, like a
Just
fireball.
get out
Sometimes
of
you
that
got-
room. Just go.
Sometimes you got to reboot it in safe mode. Just try that first. All right, yeah, let's come back to this room if we figure it out.
Maybe we can bring Mun back
Yeah.
here and he'll know what to
Yeah,
do.
let's let him deal with whatever the heck this is.
Okay. So then what are you going to do?
Other purple door.
Other purple
South
door.
room.
Oh, it has a rug. That's nice.
You guys are really into rugs. I'll have to remember that for future adventures.
Rug of smothering.
I'm just remembering some Paxton action that had to do with rugs.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He always looked under rugs.
Yes. The purple door opens silently, and a voice intones,
Welcome home, Mun.
Inside is a luxuriously appointed bedroom with a large bed, 2 bedside tables, a low table, and some comfortable chairs. A fireplace with a crackling fire, a large basin of water, and a sink. A dresser, a writing desk, a small bookshelf, and another dresser with a mirrored top.
Look around for stuff.
Okay. You gonna search the room?
I want to go check out the bookshelf.
All right.
Oh,
Go to
yeah.
the bookshelf. Anybody that wants to look around,
place is nice.
and make a perception check, I guess. We'll see if you find anything interesting.
21.
A natural 1 for a total of 8.
Let's see. Interesting stuff that Zartok might find. Zartok, are you looking anywhere in particular?
Yeah, but check the bookshelf
Bookshelf.
and
All
the cup. What's it called when you got something right next to your bed?
Yeah, so there's a book next to the bed.
Bedside table.
There you go. Thank you, Tara.
There's also a chest at the foot of the bed. The book on the bedside table is labeled, or is titled, Negotiating with the Dowar. The cover has a picture of what appears to be a penguin.
There you go, Asta. This one's got pictures. You'll like it.
The bookshelf has 20 books. 18 of them are on magical theory, and 2 of them are on memory. And there's also a glowing magical candle. The dresser contains a variety of robes, mostly in various shades of blue. One thing you also noticed looking around, the chest is locked. Oh, I'm sorry, one more important thing. I forgot this. There's a set of maps partly folded on that low table.
Ooh, that sounds like a Terra thing.
Yeah, I'll go look at the maps.
And I'll try to pick the chest.
Okay, Aster's going to try to pick a chest while Tara looks at the maps. The maps are a little bit hard to decipher, Tara. It's strange. One of them shows a bunch of green and blue. It looks kind of like a map of your world, except that instead of a circle, it's like a big rectangle. And then the other map just shows a whole bunch of circles inside circles. You're not sure what that means. But one of those little circles that is on this map is labeled Jebberorb. But you're not sure what the map is supposed to be depicting. Seems kind of strange. What'd you get for your lockpicking
Well, can
check?
I check for the traps first?
Oh, yeah. Make a perception check to see if you can find some traps.
14.
You don't find any traps.
Okay, I'm going to try to pick it. I haven't done this in a while. Is it dexterity plus my proficiency?
Yes.
Give yourself inspiration with a song.
You could. You could sing a
Do it.
lockpicking song. DM's note. In 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, a bard cannot give themselves inspiration unless they are a College of Lore bard, in which case they may have a special ability that lets them do this. But Aster is not a College of Lore bard. What kind of song would you sing to help yourself pick a lock?
A lock picking song. I
can't think
don't
of
know.
anything.
Can't think of a sneaking into a house song.
You always feel like somebody's watching you.
I'll think of a song. Maybe we can insert it here later, Mike.
Okay, all right. So you're
I'll
going to
give
sing some
myself
kind of...
inspiration.
There's lots of songs titled Junk in the Trunk. Just throwing that out there.
There are.
Many. There.
Okay, I got it. Here's the song.
He has a whole
Okay.
playlist full of them.
Here's my song. Here's what I'm going to sing. I like big chests and I cannot lie. Those other brothers can't deny. When a chest walks in and I see it on the floor, I can't stop but open it. I don't know, but I got it. That's it. That's all I got.
Is it a mimic or?
All right, so I am going to inspire myself.
That didn't quite rhyme, mate.
No, it didn't. I'm losing my touch. need to practice out here in the real world.
I've never heard of any of these Junk in the Trunk songs, so.
Possibly they're not very good.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're looking.
Don't judge me, Dan.
Fair enough. You listen to what you want.
I rolled a 27 in total.
Nice.
27?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay, yes. You pop it open, and as you're popping it open, you see that there are some purple markings around this. You probably could have used the purple key to open it. But you do find some stuff inside. There's a ring inside a little box.
Mm-hmm.
There is a potion.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a travel spell book.
I'm going to tell this to everybody. Put it in my bag. Zartok, we need to identify.
What is a travel spell book? Like, would that
It's a small spell book. It holds fewer spells than a regular spell book, but is useful for, emergencies. You have to grab a spell book to go, and you don't want to carry your big tome around with you.
Pocket spellbook.
Does it have his sigils in it?
It doesn't seem to have a sigil sequence in it, no. But it does have a bunch of spells.
Ooh, that might be good for you, Zartok.
Yeah, it
You want
would.
to take a look, Zartok?
If I can.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you a few of the spells in here. What level spell do you want to look at here? I'll just pick some from the middle. I'll just do a random selection of spells. You're just sort of thumbing through it real quick. You can see Blink is in here, Dimension Door is in here, Chain Lightning is in here, Foresight is in here, Gate, Arcane Eye. There's a bunch of spells in here.
It's quite a lot. Yeah, this is going to take me a minute to figure out. We'll take a look at this back in the spell
Yeah,
jammer.
of course.
You've got an Archwizard's Travel Spellbook.
Hey, don't. This seems like his apprentice's spell book. Yeah, I'm going to just keep this. I'll hang on to it. Looks like it has quite a lot of nasty notes about his master, so. Anyway.
So, where to next? I think the only floor you have not investigated is the fourth?
Top right.
Second floor, I would assume.
Second
Yeah,
floor
we'll
is the
go to
only
that
one you
floor.
haven't looked at.
Apparently in my other possessions, it says I have a few, shiny, gems or stones.
You have some shiny gemstones?
Yeah, I'm just going to put them in the chest.
Oh, okay.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah, Tuck notices this.
Does Tuck look angry when he notices, or is he just like,
No, he just notices for later.
okay, gotcha.
He's gonna tattle. Hey, at least we left the ring. Or did we?
No, I took it. I put it all in a pouch.
What's the ring like?
Oh, I don't know. What does it look like?
The ring is just a plain silver band.
I tell that to Tara.
All right, Tara takes the ring.
All right.
Is that correct? Yes? Okay.
Mhm.
What now?
Go through the purple door.
You go back down to the second floor. A steel door becomes visible, lit by a green torch. The door has no handle or other visible mechanism to open it, but it slides open silently with a metallic ringing as you approach. The room beyond is 55 feet wide and 45 feet across. It's empty, but there are 3 doors leading to other rooms. To the west is a door labeled Guest Laboratory. To the east is a door labeled Guest Library. To the south is another door, but next to it is a flickering torch casting purple light. The door is labeled Restricted Access, Primary Teleportation Circle.
That sounds like the place.
You're going to the south?
Uh-huh.
All right, so you go to the purple door, and you open it. And this looks like the thing you're looking for.
Ooh, that looks cool.
It's quite large.
All right, let's jot this down on my notes.
The door
Is that
slides
a
open as you
chest?
approach. The room beyond is a peculiar shape, formed from 2 sections of a circle, making a sort of 3/4 moon shape. A teleportation circle glows brightly in the middle of the floor, surrounded by arcane symbols. 15 feet to the right of the door is a wooden chest. Zartok, you recognize this. This is a teleportation circle with a sigil sequence, and that's inscribed around the circle.
Yeah, he's committing to memory, writing which shapes go where in the sigil circle.
Can you just draw it?
Yeah, I took a snip. I used a snipping tool. So what I'll just do is I'll email that to Man.
Okay.
I'll text it to him.
All right, let's hope his email's working. What if he doesn't remember his email password?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I bet he doesn't. He's got to authenticate.
Fingerprint unlock.
Is that chest locked?
The chest is not locked.
I'm gonna perception trap it again.
Okay, check it for traps. Roll perception.
16 plus 3. 19.
It is not trapped as far as you can tell.
I will open it.
The chest as you open it, you can see on the inside is a box labeled emergency supplies. So there's a box inside the chest. You open the box. It has 3 potions of superior healing, 3 elixirs of health, 3 potions of vitality, 1 bottle labeled mummy rot antidote, and 1 potion that's labeled watchful rest.
Oh, wow. I will pocket all of it
All
for
right.
identification.
I feel like I was supposed to write that down in the spreadsheet, but I didn't. Sorry.
You can always write it down when you listen back. I'll say it again for your sake.
All right.
3 potions of superior healing, 3 elixirs of health, 3 potions of vitality, 1 mummy rot antidote, 1 potion of watchful rest.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
And that is all that you find in the chest. And
I will put a regular dagger. Let me remove that from my equipment. I will put a dagger in that chest.
Lumpin looks at you and says, when you say equivalent exchange, does equivalent mean equal?
No.
What does equivalent mean?
Equivalent is just a word. It's really all about perception. And to me, these daggers are very valuable, sentimentally. So whatever is in there can't be as valuable as the sentimentality that I feel for the things I give up. So in that way, they're kind of equal.
So if they're so valuable to you, why are you giving them up?
Because I can't take something without trading for it. It's just not the way Papa Gaston taught me how to do things. I'm a chivalrous thief.
Maybe you just got a good deal. A bargain.
Yeah. Look at it that way, Lumpkin.
Yeah, it's aggressive bargaining, remember?
Lumpin sort of tilts his head and looks at you, but he doesn't say anything.
I like the way this one gaslights his friends.
But Lumpin does walk up to Zartok and say, should I send Mun the sigil sequence?
Oh, yeah.
I
Go
can
ahead.
cast sending.
Oh, look at you. So fancy.
That's right, we forgot.
Okay.
Yes, please, towel boy.
All right, so he stands there for a moment.
Quick, everyone pretend you didn't just rob Mun.
He stands there for a moment and says, okay. He says he'll be here soon.
Mun's coming?
He's coming here.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh my goodness. We need to change uniforms. We're filthy.
We need to be all cleaned up. You need to get some more plants in the ground.
Do your
I
hair.
need to light the lighthouse. That lantern.
You two look beautiful.
I want to go check out that library.
You're going to go check out what looks like a light. Okay, so you go
Yeah.
to the...
The guest library.
Yep.
Definitely, yes. This is what we were meant to see.
Tuck and Raphael, did they go off and clean themselves up?
I think that would be Raphael's priority.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta look presentable.
All right, they go and clean themselves up and put on a new uniform, fresh, clean uniform, while Zartok and Coral go into the library. The door slides open silently, revealing what is an obviously extensive library. There are many wooden shelves containing rows and rows of books, as well as tables with books stacked upon them. There are also a few scraps of paper and cloth on the floor. Your passive perception is 17, right?
Yes.
You notice there's a lot of sawdust on the floor, and that nearly all the books have obvious holes in them.
Oh. Do I realize, does it seem like bugs have been at them or something like that?
You take a further look around. The floor appears intact, but the shelves look like they're leaning kind of precariously, some of them. Make a perception check.
18.
Oh, okay. You can hear, just barely, a munching, chewing sound coming from the books near the door.
There's something chewing on the books.
Well,
You see all the holes, all the sawdust?
I think we need to kill it.
I mean, I don't know how to do that, really, without hurting the books.
Zartok, make a perception check.
9.
All right. You can hear that there are things in here chewing now that she's pointed it out. You don't see anything else.
Yeah, well, we're not exterminators. Maybe we can tell man. Or maybe I can... What level's Cloud Kill? Is that a 4th level spell?
Gas him out.
I mean, I could do Moonbeam, but that seems excessive.
Anything else you want to do in here?
No.
If any book looks extraordinarily rare and amazing.
You can take time to search the room if you want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mun's not here yet. Let's...
I'll look around, see if
Okay.
there's anything still intact.
Both of you make perception checks.
21.
17.
You are looking around at the books. There are not many of them that are in great shape, but there are a variety of topics here. If there's a topic you're interested in, you can probably find a book on it.
I want something fantasy. Not, just not real life. Something fantasy.
There's a romance novel section. Is that fantastic enough?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
She excitedly takes whatever book is still intact.
It's a small section, and the books are not in great shape, but you can fill in the blanks. Zartok, is there anything you're looking for in particular?
Well, I'm not quite understanding why the wizard has a fiction section in his library. The fiction
Half the
section's
time.
for the public library, not for the Wizard Tower library.
Yeah.
But whatever, man. You do you.
Yes, and Josh. Yes, and.
No, it's just he's a weird person. So, is there anything in here?
I don't disagree with that.
No, he'd be interested in anything. So, anything and everything other than the fiction part.
I mean, there's no printing press, so any book is valuable. So, what are you looking for in particular, Zartok?
Well, we got a brand new spell jammer, so maybe anything about navigation,
Okay.
that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
there's a book, again, not in great condition, but there's a book that talks about the different crystal spheres and what kind of worlds are in them and how you get from one to another.
All right,
Make another perception check, Zartok.
11.
Okay. Yep, that's what you find.
Mike, could I look specifically for any kind of book on bards? I'd like to compare
Sure.
how we understand bards in the glass world to how bards
Okay.
work in the real world.
Okay. Make a perception check.
How does bard magic work anyway?
Exactly. Just kind of.
Yep.
16.
16. Yeah, you find a book about some famous bards. There are some different kinds of bards that you're not as familiar with. Scalds, bards that mostly, you wouldn't call them bards, but they seem to be mostly involved in writing instead of just oral tradition. So yeah, there's a book on bards here that you can have a look through, although, again, not in great shape, so it's missing some sections.
Okay. I'll hold on to it.
Zartok, make a perception check.
No,
God, what are you missing?
no, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Stop it.
Oh, God. We're all slowly dying and we don't know.
Anybody else want to do anything in particular while this group is looking through the library? No?
Nope.
I'm just waiting on Mun.
Just waiting on Mun. Okay, so you're waiting in the teleportation room?
Yep.
All right. So, Tara, you wait there with Lumpin. Lumpin's standing there with you. Lumpin says, hey, Tara,
Yeah?
is Aster stealing stuff?
Well, yes. But no, he's been stealing stuff from, it's an abandoned place, right? So,
Oh, so it's okay to steal stuff until Mun comes back then?
I think it'll be all right. I mean, it's potions. We're going to need those to keep him alive.
Oh,
This is, yeah.
okay. So it's okay to steal in the right circumstances.
Yeah, well, and see, I have this crown to give to Mun so that he can, remember stuff when he sees. Obviously, this is very valuable to him.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, you wait there a
Also,
little longer.
I wanted to wear it. Oh, hold on. I want to put the crown on Lumpin.
Oh, it's too big. It just falls
Oh.
right around him.
It's like a girdle.
Zartok, make a perception check.
16.
All right. You wait. And eventually, while everybody else is looking on the library or getting freshened up, Mun appears in the middle of the teleportation circle. He just suddenly, poof, he's there. And he looks around. He looks at you. He says, yes, this looks familiar. Yes. Thank you. You've done a wonderful job. I didn't expect you to finish as quickly as you did, and here I am. So, what's the situation here? Is it safe?
You had a dumpster monster. You still do have
what?
one of them. I don't know. It was scary, big. It lived in filth. And you have an Etten that takes care of the grounds?
I do? Well, that's wonderful. I have an Etten of my own.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Just
They're
one,
swell.
then.
Oh, well, yes, but I mean, they're individuals.
Well, yes. Of course they are. So, I've got to look around. This is fantastic. And he just walks right out of the room. And he looks to his left and he says, "The guest laboratory. Yes, there it is. This is my guest laboratory, and over there on my right, there's my library. What's happened to my library?" And he strides into the library, looks around. What bookworms have got into my library? What's going on in here?
You got bugs.
Oh, this is an outrage. Surely someone was in charge of maintaining my library. Oh, we'd better get out of here before some of the bookworms get on us or something. Quickly, let's out of the room.
Oh, Mun the Immortal.
Yes.
There's was this chamber in the other room that had some cryptic wording on it about being activated and in critical condition and low battery mode. You know anything about that?
Well, let's go take a
at
look,
it.
shall we?
Yep.
What was that about bookworms getting on you? Because we've been in here for a while.
Oh dear, you should check yourselves over quite thoroughly. If you have any books or anything on you, you might want to check them. Make sure you don't have any bookworms on you.
Oh.
I checked the gardening book that I have.
The Bard book, shake.
Your gardening book does not have a... Well, let's see. No, your gardening book does not have a bookworm on it.
What about
Zartok,
the
you look
Bard
in your
book?
spell book.
Oh dear.
6 of your spells have been eaten.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What kind of bookworms are these?
They're hungry bookworms. It's just
What
burrowed
about-
straight through 6 of your pages.
All right. How do you pick which ones that happen to? Are you going to roll or something?
Yeah, so you give me how many spells you've got, and I'll just randomly determine some. We can do that off air.
All right.
Ouch.
Yeah, it just ate 6 of your spells.
What about the Bard book?
The Bard book does not have a bookworm in it currently, but again, it's in bad shape.
Got it. Okay.
Do you kill the bookworm when you open the book?
Yeah, I
or-
assume you're going to kill it. You just pop it. It's basically defenseless. Moon will, if there are no objections... Actually, Moon wants to go, before he goes to this machine you're talking about, Aster. Well, you said it's critical. He'll go to the machine. So he goes with you to the machine you're talking about.
We should give Mun his keys.
You give him some keys, you go up a floor, you go through the purple door, which again opens for you, and he steps into the room and he says, "Yes, this is my memory machine, of course. Wonderful. Oh, it just needs to be recharged. Just a moment." And he walks over to one of those boxes on the side and he sticks his hands inside. And he casts some kind of spell. And he just sort of stands there stunned. Like he just suddenly freezes and he just stands there.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Did your buddy short circuit?
I mean, he's probably getting a lot of memories, so... I don't know,
He just stands still.
He has a memory machine?
right?
I poke him in the shoulder of his metal arm.
He does not respond.
Yeah, I'm sure he's okay. Lumpin, have you ever seen this before?
No, this is new.
Does he have a pulse?
No, he doesn't really have a pulse.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he ever had a pulse, did he?
No, he never had a pulse. So,
Okay.
yeah, so everything's fine there. I guess we
Hey.
wait.
I guess. Hey, Mun. Chop, chop. I strum my guitar, make a melodic tune.
He
See if
doesn't respond.
responds.
Hey, Lumpin, can you read the sigils? Did they change?
Oh, yeah. He looks at that sign, that display that has all those words all over it. It says, charge low, standard power mode, connection status active. That's better than before, I guess.
Uh-huh.
It's doing something.
That's good.
Does he need to sit in the chair? I don't know.
I don't know. He's not swaying or anything.
I guess we'll wait.
So you wait a little bit. Tuck and Raphael Cruz, you clean yourself up. Where are you going to rejoin the group, I suppose?
We return wearing slightly cleaner clothing.
All right. So eventually you find them in the room with that machine, and there's this armored figure standing there.
Is that Mon over there?
Yep, that's him.
Wow.
He seems to be stuck.
What'd you do to him?
Fix him.
He stuck his hand in that thing and he's just been standing there. I don't really know. I don't know this guy.
Well, make him take his hand out.
I don't want to break anything.
Well, he's broken right now, isn't he? He's not doing anything.
Have the sigils changed, Lumpin?
No, they say the same thing.
Well,
Why don't you shoot the thing with electricity or something? Since
Oh,
the
what?
battery's low,
Put some in the other side.
put energy in it.
Do your magics.
Well, Lumpin will walk over to the other side and open a similar hole. And he says, "You want me to just cast a spell in here or something? I don't have any lightning spells. I don't know.
I don't know what spell you would cast in there.
I don't know. I'll try something." So he tries casting a few different spells. He casts some fire bolts. He tries prestidigitating the inside. And you can see the charge status on the screen. Well, I guess you can't see it. You can see it changes, but you can't read it because you can't read Draconic. After a few moments, Mun suddenly jerks wildly and stumbles back toward the wall. And he says, "I remember."
Boy, good thing these NPCs were here.
I remember just about everything. Oh, wonderful. Look, here's an Etten. You're beautiful. Both of you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
oh, lovely Etten. Oh, so wonderful to meet you. And I'm Mun the Immortal now. And he grabs Tuck's hand and shakes it vigorously. And then he grabs Raphael Cruz's hand and shakes it. I'm Mun. Nice to meet you.
Incredibly honored. Our mums and dads, they said lots about you and how great you were. And so, it's nice to have you back.
Oh, well, everything's going to be wonderful here. I promise you, it's going to be fantastic. I'll bring you lots of Etten friends to
Ooh.
associate with.
Any lady Ettins?
Now, I'll warn you, in my experience, when I first bring Ettins here, they're somewhat uncooperative and you may find them uncouth.
Oh, like some of them, right? No, half of them anyways. The other half, maybe I'll be a bit hungry, but...
Well, certainly. I'm sure you'd like some of them, and it's going to be your responsibility to get them up to speed, because I can tell just by looking at you that you're experts. You know all about this place, don't you?
Oh,
You know
yes,
how
we're
everything
very
works.
fast.
So I expect that, of course, we'll have to negotiate the terms of your employment. What sort of pay would you be interested in? What would you like? What can I do to keep a skilled Etten such as yourself on the payroll?
What?
I thought this was a communist dictatorship.
Oh, not at all, my friend. You're free to leave whenever you like.
To where?
Well, anywhere you like, I suppose. If you want to go back down to the planet below, I could teleport you there. If there's somewhere you want to go. If you want to stay here, again, you're welcome. I just need to determine what it is that I can... how would you like to be compensated?
Well, I must say...
Manure. Lots and lots of manure.
Manure, you say?
And I think that, in addition to the manure, this is sort of our ancestral home, this island thing. We should be able to establish our own sovereign forest dwelling.
Oh, I see. You'd like to have some self-governing capabilities. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe a house or something.
Oh, yes, of course. There used to be houses here. I suppose it's been a long time. I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, why don't you take me on a tour of the place and show me what it looks like now? Is there anything important I need to know about? He looks at the rest of the adventurers.
Well, there's a poop monster.
Yeah. There's the poop monster in the basement. Did you want that there?
Oh, is there an Otiug? I think there may have been... Yes, I think there was an Otiug as a garbage cleanup. I think that's what the arrangement was. Is it causing trouble?
No.
You got one less than you used to have.
Oh,
And it ate
dear.
several cows.
Oh, it ate cows? How did it
Certainly.
get the cows?
It was sneaky. Came out while Tuck was sleeping.
I'm not sure I follow, but nonetheless, I will look into it. Everything else okay in the tower? Is there anything else that I need to look into?
No, this is the first time we've been in here. You kind of locked all the doors on us.
Oh, yes, quite sorry about that, but I had to keep the place secure while I was gone. I just didn't expect to be gone for quite so long. 500 years or so. But I'm back.
I think they're going to need back pay as well as compensation for their parents' work and all that.
Wow, that's going to be quite a bit. You're right, I owe them quite a lot.
That is a lot of manure.
Probably some death benefits too. Their dad died on the job,
goodness,
and
you're
their
right.
mom,
This
I think. Yeah,
It's going to be quite expensive.
We weren't insured.
Oh.
Mum's got kidnapped.
Oh, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Gotta take care of
I'm
them
not
for
sure I
that.
can do something about that, but I will see what I can do. Do you know who kidnapped her?
A big spider ship thing.
Oh, that's not good.
Sounds like the Niyogi.
Yes, I think you're probably right. I'm not sure what to do about that.
I mean, she'd probably be dead by now. I mean, it's been years. She'd be long dead.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, I shall do my best. We'll come to some kind of arrangement that we both find mutually beneficial, and I obviously owe you quite a bit of back pay. So, let's talk about that. And while you show me around, show me all the wonderful work that you've done keeping the place up.
Absolutely. I can show you all the new strains of plants I grew.
Ooh, that's exciting. I do love a bit of botany.
And I kept the lighthouse lit.
Well done, well done. You can't have spelljammers slamming into your tower, you know.
Agreed.
Mun, can you eat food?
I don't need to eat, no.
But could you if you wanted to, or is that not a
I suppose I could, yes, but that's part of the reason for having this form, right? To avoid the problems of the physical body, you know. I don't need to eat anymore. It lets me get more work done.
That's true, I guess.
So you're saying I've been growing all these plants to eat, and you can't eat them?
I cannot eat them, but you can, and of course, any of your Eton friends that we bring here, they will also benefit from eating your delicious fruits and vegetables.
That's true.
Well done.
Yeah, I have lots of pretty flowers and stuff, and those you don't eat.
Yeah, Tuck's done a real good job. It's real impressive.
Well, I'm excited to see all of it. So, if there's nothing else here in the tower to be concerned with, then I suppose we should have a look around outside. Very well, then.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, Mun will go on a tour of the grounds. As for the rest of you, what do you want to do? Do you want to hang around and rest for a bit?
I am injured.
You are injured, it's true. Fortunately, you never went through the teleporters more than once for each of them, so you never tripped any of those other alarms, and now you have keys, so you don't need to worry about it. You're pretty much free to relax here and hang out. Eventually, after taking a tour and being very happy with the grounds, Mun asks you if there's something that he can offer you as compensation. You've done a wonderful job getting me back home again. I have a lot of work to do. What can I offer you as payment? You've done such great work.
Well, we've done some equivalent exchanging.
I beg your pardon?
Some aggressive bartering.
Lumpin says, they've been stealing your stuff, but with a good reason.
Yep.
And it's okay since you weren't here.
Stealing is not the right word. We were exchanging something for something else. And you know, I believe that some of the things here you wouldn't need after 500 years, and it could be useful for us as we explore the outside world. But don't worry, I left you some very nostalgic memorabilia, so to speak. I left you a dagger, some nice fine gems.
Would you mind if I look at the things that you exchanged?
Sarah hasn't really been hiding the crown, so she lifts the crown up.
Well, she's not wearing it, right?
No.
Okay. He says, "Oh, well, that's very interesting. That is a crown of stars."
Yes.
Yes. Do you know what that does?
No.
Ah, well, your helmsperson for your spelljammer would be quite interested in that. It allows you to control a spelljammer helm without sitting in it. You can be up and about. You need merely wear it.
Neat.
Is there anything else that I ought to know about that you're liberating from my home?
I have a plain silver ring.
Coral pulls out the 2 books.
The 2 books?
Yeah. There's nothing important about them,
Yeah.
but she pulls them out.
Yep. He says, oh, yes, of course. Someone left those here. You may have those. Just make sure there are no bookworms in them, and it should be fine.
Oh, I already checked them. Thanks. Thanks a lot. I haven't had anything to read for quite some time.
I don't remember the list. I know that Tara has a ring and I have something else.
Oh, okay. You want to show him the ring?
I don't know. Tara has it. What was in the? There was something else. There was the ring.
There were a bunch of potions.
There's
Potions.
a ring, a potion, a travel spell book in Mun's room, and then a whole bunch of potions, which I did not get all of them written down.
So he looks over the potions the long list of potions. These are my emergency potions for my teleporter. If I were to return to the tower after something dangerous and I needed to heal up quickly, are you sure you need these? I can make more, but these are my emergency supply.
We should take a couple.
I'll tell you what. I'll take one of these potions of superior healing and leave it in the crate if you don't mind.
Yeah, you'll also find some gems in that chest.
Oh, wonderful. Well, perhaps that can go partly toward compensating my underpaid employee here.
The other thing is a plain silver ring.
Oh, yes, that's my emergency ring of invisibility.
Cool.
Are you sure you need that? That's quite useful. I thought of something I could use to compensate you if you're particularly interested, although I think you've been paid pretty well already.
What you got in mind?
Well, you do have a spell jammer, and I somewhere around here I have a secret area that lets me get to the island's defenses. I suppose that the Eden wasn't informed about it, but there is a magical ballista around here somewhere.
That sounds nice.
Is it in the shed?
It might be accessible via the shed, I'm thinking, yes.
That sounds great.
I mean, we almost got attacked by pirates on the way here, so I don't think any of us would turn down some extra firepower.
Yes, but I'm thinking that perhaps letting you have that and the ring of invisibility, I'd really appreciate keeping the ring if you don't mind. So which is it going to be?
Yeah, you can have the ring. But we're keeping the crown.
Yes, I think you'll get more use out of it than I would anyway.
Yeah. Tara gives the crown to Zartok.
Now, how does that ring work?
How does the ring of invisibility work?
Is it just like one use of the spell invisibility?
I believe it's an action to become invisible, but it's regular invisibility, not greater. So if you do an action, spell, attack, whatever, you become visible again.
It's basically amazing.
Right. There's no real limit on its use. It's just that, like invisibility, if you do something to turn yourself visible again, then it ends.
But you can do it over and over again,
Right.
so that's nice. As long as you use an action to do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I am interested in the ring. Maybe if I find something of value, we can have some equivalent exchanging.
Some voluntary exchanging, perhaps?
Sure. I mean, I think I'm pretty trustworthy when it comes to the exchanges of items.
I've got my eyes on you. But very well. If you're interested in the ring, then you may make me an offer for it if you find something that you think I would like.
Yes.
For now, I'll be glad to help you install the ballista on your ship if that's what you want to do. Perhaps our large friend here could help us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Mun the Immortal. What is your plan after this? What are you going to do?
Well, I have some cleaning up to do here, as you can see. And I need to get caught up about what's going on in the world below, and... You've told me what was going on inside that wizard complex, so I don't need to worry about that really anymore. I know what's going on there. That was what initially had happened. I had been making trips there, you see, to find out what was going on. And every time I did, they kept... erasing some of my memory because I didn't like what I saw, until eventually I got tired of that. I figured out what was going on, and I created this memory backup. However, once they had me subdued and put me inside one of the glass worlds, I'm afraid I could not receive the memory backups anymore. So now, thanks to you and our large Etten friend, my memory has been restored, and I can get back to work.
I see. We were also told about the hip dragon Laverian trying to destroy the world.
Yes, that worries me. Although that sounds like it is a concern of some of the cities below. I'm not sure how involved you or I should get in their affairs, but that is something to be concerned about.
Oh well, all right, Mun.
He looks around the area, he gets a tour, he starts to work on fixing his tower back up again. He gives you all an opportunity to rest in the guest quarters, if that's what you'd like to do, and he will help with installing this ballista on your ship. Tuck and Rafael Cruz, you're welcome to stay here, or if you want to go somewhere else, you can. He is intending, he says, to negotiate generous employment terms and back pay. I assume you're interested in staying.
Yeah.
I have no other worldly desires.
Plus, yeah, new friends.
Fantastic. Well then, at that, I think we can call it a night.
I did want to gift them some stuff.
Oh, okay. What are you going to give them?
I made some new fruits.
Oh, okay. Great.
So, Tara, I'm going to give you the honesty plums. I feel like as a leader, sometimes you need to be brutally honest, and these will help you do that.
Thank you.
Honesty plums.
Yeah.
What do honesty plums do?
They basically force you to tell the truth brutally honest.
It's a zone of truth.
Essentially, yeah, an edible zone of truth.
I love it.
So you could give them to other people too, I guess. Let's see.
Coral, I'm going to give you the voices of the cobs.
Wow, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Voices of the cobs.
Yes.
They allow you to speak to fruits and vegetables. You have a green thumb. I thought you'd enjoy it.
I love it. Thank you so much. It's the best gift I've gotten in years.
And for Astrid, I give you the California raisins.
Who?
That one's a little on the nose, but
What do they allow you to do? Hear it through the grapevine?
well, that's good. I had it as when you consume them, they provide perfect harmony when singing. Like they'll give you backup harmony.
Okay.
So I don't know. They might give you a bonus or something to.
Okay.
And what was the last one?
Are they animated raisins?
Oh, maybe
They're
they're a
little
plus
dancing
one. Or,
raisins.
maybe they're a +1 or 2 on a bardic inspiration roll.
Yeah, sure.
And Zartok, I give you the magic beans. They're just magically delicious.
Are they Skittles?
The more you eat.
Yeah, they make you spit funny colors.
All right, that's all I got though.
Thanks, mate. I will hold on to these.
Use them when the time is right.
Okay.
You'll know when it's
You'll
time
know.
to spit funny colors.
Thank you, Tuck. It's Aster Fortuna.
Oh, I said
Bard
Astrid.
extraordinaire.
Yeah, you're right. I wrote that down wrong.
Aster, my bad.
That's okay, Tuck. Just, if you're spreading the word of an incredible bard who sings with the voice of an angel, remember, Aster.
Aster. I'd write it down, but I can't write.
It was nice to meet you.
We will stop there. The party has managed to get Mun back home, and the Etten has gainful new employment. Of course, now the party has to decide what they want to do next. They've got several options, and they'll have to discuss it next time. real pleasure. And thank you for going to all the trouble of helping design this ridiculous character that you played. I know it was a lot of work.
It was fun.
It was a blast.
You guys were
Yeah,
fantastic.
that was great.
Yes.
I hope
was
that
so funny.
Tuck doesn't have to worry about
God.
the cow-eating monster again.
We'll see. Yeah.
But I suspect that he will.
If he brings more.
You ever learn the
I was
truth?
surprised they didn't just ask for meat.
That's a good point.
Tuck's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Tuck is actually a vegetarian.
Nice.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate you spending your Sunday night doing this.